Are we? Good evening, everyone. Welcome in for a few minutes here. This is our weekly update. I trust all is well in your world. Hey, Mandy, how are you?
I'm extremely well, thanks. How about you?
Can you believe it's November 1st?
No, I don't know where this year's going. I really don't, but it's here now, November the 1st, and new opportunities, new chances to change and grow, etc., right?
Yes. And let's find some reasons to get excited tonight. Hopefully, we'll give some of that to the audience.
Yes. Yeah.
And we got some great things that are happening right now, and they continue to unfold in our community and with people. We're seeing great progress, great strides.
That's
And although, some people are going through some challenges still as the seasons change, let's keep it real, right?
Yeah, you've got the big one. What do they call it? SAD, seasonal affective disorder. So a lot of people are also starting to feel down and dismal as opposed to look at that sun shining. It's incredible, right? So challenges. We've all got challenges. Yeah.
I want to share. Look at that. The sun is flickering through, and I decided to do this outside because, it's a signal like outside, and you look out. There's lots of science on looking out.
Yes.
And the open spaces, what they do for our psyche.
Yeah.
And I believe some of it is at a subconscious level. Like I know for me, just a quick sidebar here before we get into we got some great announcements for you. But what I've learned is that whenever I go out and I either on a run or a hike or just spending it, and you probably will resonate with this, when you go out for an extended time, maybe like a couple hours, when you get back, like you're conscious of things that are happening when you're out. Like you see the sun, you see the trees, you see people. But whenever you get back, there's this residual, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
It's like the energy of where you were. It kind of stays with you. And I feel like your subconscious picks up on all of this. And it really helps improve your mood, even though you may be not in that space anymore. Do you know what I'm saying, Mandy?
Absolutely know what you're saying. It's like you found the nugget of gold or the jewel out there in nature. You've reveled in it, you've breathed it all in, it's soaked into your cells, and when you come home or wherever it is you're going to, it's settled. So you're constantly reflecting back to it, and you're still extracting the energy from those beautiful moments in nature. That's the residual effect, and
Yes,
it just makes you feel so good to
it does.
keep that momentum of feeling good going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a workout. When you work out, the biochemistry of that workout,
Yes.
there's a residual impact.
Yes.
And so anyway, hopefully you get some of this beautiful sunshine. Hopefully we get the sunset, a little bit of the sunset here as we go into the announcements. So Mandy, let's talk about the announcements. You are our official spokesperson of Flashpoint.
Yes.
Distinguished Toastmaster, legacy ghostwriter, a myriad of things that you do so well. And let's get into some of the updates we have for you, the listener.
Yes, exciting updates. And I'm absolutely thrilled to bits for each and every one of you that are here right now, and for those that will also catch the replay, because we're working passionately to keep you in the loop and keep you informed of things that are coming down the pipeline, and staying connected and staying in tune with the message behind Austin's lives, etc. So I think this is extremely amazing and exciting, because instead of half an hour now, roughly half an hour on a Friday at 1:00, Flashpoint, the TV show on E360 TV, is now going to be for one whole hour. Can you believe that? Whole hour. How exciting is that, right?
Yes, so we got a full hour, and that's going to, the start time has changed from 1 to 12.
Okay, that's right. I did write 12. I just said 1. That was
That's
from
okay.
habit.
Yeah, no, we're good. We got you covered.
Yeah. So that's going to be at 12 noon, and it starts this Friday, I believe. Is that right?
Yes. And one thing that we didn't talk about before when we were planning for this, Dr. Grant was busy last Friday.
Yep.
So I just got to confirm, but it's most likely going to be Dr. Grant joining us for the first time. We're going to be kicking off an hour.
Yes, and that's what I saw too. So hopefully he can still join us. That will be so
Yes.
amazing,
You,
amazing. A
you're,
whole hour learning all about wellness and taking our bodies to greater heights, and not just our bodies, but our mental, physical, and emotional being. The whole body, the whole soul can benefit from the amazing experience and knowledge behind Dr. Grant. So again, that's on Friday, the 5th of November.
hello,
And
Jenna.
I'm not going to forget that because it's Bonfire Night. So in England, I would be celebrating Bonfire Night, which was,
Ooh,
yeah, when,
that sounds like a lot of fun. We may not have to add a bonfire night to
yeah,
this.
yeah, I've got a lot of great memories around Bonfire Night. You would have a bonfire in your back garden, and then you would go to a community bonfire afterwards. So it was an all night thing.
Oh, who's up for bonfire? I would love to do that. Oh my goodness, yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
you'd have hot dogs going, or whatever it was you wanted to cook on the barbie. You'd have sauteed onions and baked potatoes, everything that made the night come crisp and air. And so you'd have these huge bonfires. So, like I said,
See what you're doing, Mandy. Now I'm gonna have to have another event with bonfires. You see, you never know what's gonna happen here.
Okay, that's all well and good, but we don't need to be at the Houses of Parliament, because that's the origin of Bonfire Night.
Okay.
Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament and came this close to succeeding, and he was burned, of course. So this is a commemoration, like a remembrance of what almost happened in the Houses of Parliament, and it's Bonfire Night. So
we're gonna do a bonfire night. Michelle,
yeah,
Tony, get that. We're gonna have to get that going.
I'm telling you, there is nothing like it. And it doesn't matter how many people are around that bonfire. It's like a universal energy feeding into the
yeah.
And it's just the most magnificent time. We, as kids, we always used to say, why can't we have that every weekend?
We got to work on that. I got a great idea already for that. So we'll keep that.
I'm glad I brought that up. Bonfire Night on the 5th. So,
all right.
On the 5th at noon. So that's awesome. Now, we want to talk about something else that's new, that's going to be starting tomorrow. And Michelle, if you're on here, I can't see the comments, so I apologize.
Michelle's on here, yes.
Oh, okay. Michelle, are you ready for this, girlfriend? Are you sitting down? Do you remember Meet Me in the Morning? Of course I do. I can hear her say, of course I do. Well, we're going to be doing something similar, and it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So that's, what's the day today? Monday. So that's Tuesday, November the 2nd at 8 a.m. for somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes. Austin is going to start with the theme of gratitude. Yes. So it will be for the whole month of November, every day. Now, Are you including weekends on that, Austin?
We got to go all in.
All in.
Woo! We got to go all in. So every day, month of November, we're going to go all in. And we're going to focus on gratitude. Why not? Because, today, Mandy, I was thinking about this, and I just want to share this as you're launching this announcement.
Yeah.
How many times in our lives do we take things for granted? And I was going back into my history, and I was thinking about these great things that happened that I just took for granted. Yeah. I didn't realize the value of them while they were happening. So I think when it comes to gratitude, to me, that's a 365 day a year, moment by moment, everyday thing. But November, United States, I know Canada celebrated their Thanksgiving last month. Here in the United States, we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, but it's a great time of year. Nevertheless, season of harvest. It's the season of harvest. It's a lot of energy around it, focus on it, and let's dial it up, if you will. Let's dial up that gratitude for the month of November. So that's what we're going to do.
And that's a great way to introduce it, because gratitude and an awareness of gratitude brings even more blessings to us as individuals and communities. So let's get everybody thinking really, really deeply on this, or not even deeply. Just look around you, reflect or ponder on your life at the moment, in the current moment. and just stop for just a moment and ask yourself, what can I be grateful for right now
Absolutely.
in this moment of time?
Yes.
That's where Austin's going to be coming from every day now for the whole month of November. And then we'll continue with something.
Yep. So Mandy, let me add to this. So what
Yeah.
we're going to do is
Yeah.
we're going to bring on a guest every day.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best. It's going to be kind of like rapid fire. I'm going to come onto the video, kick off the day. I'm going to bring on a guest, and that guest is going to say who they are, what they do. It's going to be from our community, and then they're going to share something that they're grateful for. And what I envision is every day we grab that, whatever that expression of gratitude is,
Yes.
and we're going to post that list in the private community.
Yes.
So if you're feeling like maybe you're not in touch with gratitude, right? Because it happens.
It happens.
We have our down moments. We have moments when we feel like nothing's going right. We can look at this list, and people in our community can get it and pull something off that list and go, I forgot about, you know what, that's true. And I forgot about that. And it'll spark other things that you're grateful for. So we can continue to harvest this attitude of gratitude. So that would be the action step. We're going to pull these expressions of gratitude. We're going to put them into the private community, and we're going to share with you how you can get into that private community completely complimentary. So how's that?
That's beautiful. Again, you're ahead of me, but we're on the same page. It was reminding me of my own gratitude journals, and I say this often to people. I can reach on the shelf for any particular journal. I don't even pick it. I just reach for one, open it up. And as soon as I start to reread what I was grateful for in any particular moment in time, day or year, like you just said, it's, oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh, wow. And it just stirs up the emotion of supreme gratitude for all the blessings that have gone before you, what you can now enjoy, and what you've got coming in the future as well. It's a marvelous thing to do. It really is very fulfilling.
Yeah, and Michelle's saying send a card, make a personal phone call. So maybe we'll have some action steps for people as well. So if they're, for example, if they're grateful for somebody, they can make a phone call. Hey, I just want to say thank you.
Yes.
Send a personal card. So I love that idea. That's a great idea.
Great idea, Michelle. I've got goosebumps because it goes a long way. We don't often do things looking for gratitude. We do it because we're heart-centered and we love to help people. But when we get that feedback.
Oops, Mandy's connection is a little weak here. So I'm going to keep going, and Mandy will come back and join us, hopefully. Let me know if you can hear me, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So let me bring Mandy back on. There we go.
Sorry, the Wi-Fi.
That's okay. We're good. You're back.
We're good.
That was quick.
What was I last saying?
We were just talking about Michelle's idea and sending out cards and making a phone call. And
that's right. And I think I said something like, we don't help people as individuals to look for a reward or feedback or anything. But, when somebody calls you up or sends you a text or an email or something and just says, thank you, I really appreciated your time or whatever it was you did for me, that makes me feel even more grateful that I'm being used to help. So it's a two-way street, right?
It is. Let's see if we can really just, here's what I think. We talk about emotional elevation in Flashpoint, right?
Yes.
So that's a constant theme. It's one of the themes in Flashpoint. What we want to do here with this is we want to really create a collective emotional elevation, right? Yeah. So even if you're somebody, you feel great, you're up here, it's going to help take you up a notch. If you're somebody that's down here and you're really struggling for that gratitude, we want this to be something that elevates, that really drives up your emotions here for the month of November. There's a lot of things unfolding constantly. We want you to take advantage of it. We're working passionately here to create a community that's unique for you. And so, Mandy, I love it. I'm excited about this because I need it too. Like, I need this. We're doing it, but I need this.
We all need it. Believe it or not, we all need it, and we can all benefit from it, and we can all feed off it, and we can all feed into it. So raising emotional elevation and making it all about a collective emotional intelligence is just beautiful, Austin. It's just beautiful. So
Yeah.
I'm urging as many as possible to get on board with this. We start tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're welcoming as many people as possible to
yes,
do.
I want to share one more thing about this.
Go ahead.
Why is this important? Let's add some more context to gratitude.
Why is it
important? Yeah, because if you look at gratitude and you look at people that are wealthy, and not just financially wealthy, but I mean people who are authentically like they're great people.
Yes.
They've achieved wealth, but they're great people. They will consistently, the message you hear is gratitude.
Yes.
And so most of society thinks once I get there, I'll be grateful.
No.
And what I found in wealthy people, they create gratitude now, and it helps grow who they are. And so I think that's how important gratitude is. So it's not like you're at the Thanksgiving table and every day. If you could walk away with one emotion, I would say gratitude is it.
Yeah.
One emotion that you could cultivate, gratitude.
Absolutely. If there are many quotes and there are many sayings, and I just didn't have the time to go and look one up, but
we have all month. You're good.
Okay, good. But one of them, the summarization of it is, if we can't be grateful for what we have right now in front of us and around us, then we can't be grateful for what's coming down the road.
Ooh,
the
I love this.
expression of gratitude has to literally exude from us. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful I can see, I can breathe, I can hear, I can speak, I can smell, I can taste,
yes.
I can touch. And you can feel the vibration go up. You can feel the goosebumps.
Yes.
Even before I get out of bed in the morning, that's the first thing I do, is connect to source and say, thank you for bringing me through the night to a new day of life to make a difference.
Wow. I got goosebumps on that. And I love what Michelle is saying here. It makes you rich inside. Think of that visual. It makes you rich. Think about that. Wow.
Yeah.
So
that's how people like Nelson Mandela and other people that have been imprisoned or incarcerated for a long period of time. And you wonder how they even managed to get through it, but it's because they found the gratitude in their life in the current moment. And that will be
beautiful.
The foundation. That is the foundation to a beautiful life. No matter what happens to you going forward, if you've got gratitude right here and here, your life is beautiful and rich, as Michelle said. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really good. Really, we could go on with this one.
Yes, we could. We could be here all night.
Yeah, because there's like 1,000 reasons that you could feel bad. Right, you're focused, but all you need is one really good reason to be grateful. And so we're going to have all month to help you cultivate this muscle of gratitude in your life, and let's see what happens. Let's see, this could be it. Like, people are looking for the keys, right? What if this is it? What if this is right in front of you? You do this with us for the next month, for the month of November, and all of a sudden you come into December and you're like, wow, this is exactly the transformation I was looking for. It was right in front of me the whole time. So that's what this could be. This could be that transformational key for you that you're missing.
I've no doubt it will be the transformational key, because like you say, there's a million reasons you could look around the world and say it's a hostile world. But again, as Wayne Dyer used to say, it's all about how you look at it. You can look at it as a hostile world, and that'll be your experience. But if you see the blessings and express the gratitude, then that will be your experience. And that's what transformation is all about, right?
Yeah, beautiful, Mandy. So we could go on, but we're going to have a whole month to talk about this, and maybe we'll do some other videos in between. And thank you, Michelle. Richness inside and gratitude combined generates growth. Absolutely. And that's what we want.
Yeah, that's very, very, very good.
So Mandy, back to you. What else do we have cooking?
So right now, the next one is, what are we doing with our time between now and the new year? We've already mentioned that the States is just about to go into Thanksgiving. People are hunkering down, beginning to buy presents, preparing for Christmas. I mean, heck, they've already got Christmas music going here, and it's only the first day of November. They've got the Santa Claus parade arranged for December the 6th. So people are really hunkered around the time of the year, the season, Christmas and what it brings. And again, the New Year's. You could easily get sidetracked in all of that, and that could be your focus. But what else can we focus on? What can we snatch time away from to focus on our own needs, our own transformations? Aside from gratitude, we also have what's called the ACT program, as most in the community already know about. So it's all about accountability, being in a community that's going to hold us accountable, coaching to help us to move forward and progress and grow. And that is what the transformation becomes after the accountability, the coaching, and the community. And when we're in proximity with the community that is like-minded, like-spirited, then that contributes to the body. It encompasses the Promesa flashpoint, the growth, everything. We incite each other to love and find. We always use that scripture, but it's so.
Oh, we got to somebody like this. I'm very happy that you're here. Welcome. We're going through our weekly update right now. We have some connection issues, but we're moving forward. We are moving forward no matter what.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. We push on. We embrace.
Keep going. So we've got 5 more sessions. We meet every other week, so bi-weekly, and we've got 5 more sessions between now and January the 1st, 2022.
Only 5.
Sounds 2022. I'm only still struggling with 2021. Gosh.
Right?
Yeah. So this Thursday, November the 4th at 8 p.m., that's our next ACT call. So
7 p.m., right?
I thought it was 8. 7? Sorry.
7. That's okay.
We
7
were on
p.m.
for 8. 7 p.m. My apologies. 7 p.m.
No, you're good. You're good.
So 5 more sessions, and we're going to give people in the community opportunity to come. Actually, not just the community. We're inviting people to come and partake of the ACT program to get a taste for it, see what it feels like, see what it's all about, see how our community members interact with each other with transparency, honesty, integrity, and holding each other accountable. So to do that, what we want you to do is go into the Journey to Freedom group, which is Austin's private group, and click the link for the 9 questions on removing limiting beliefs.
Yes.
Once you get into there, you can go through these 9 questions, which will really, really stir your thinking and provoke you into finding answers within yourself to removing those limiting beliefs.
Yes.
And from there, you can then come into the ACT program. You can come into the chat place. You can see where we have an inner circle of 8 to 10 members who are being coached and trained, etc., into whatever it is they're trying to do with their business or their personal life. And then the community members are there who can also take part in the Zoom call and contribute. You can contribute in the chat, and this will give you a really, really good idea, a good example of, is this for me? Is it possible? Well, yes, it is. Well, look at her. She was just doing that, and he came from there, and now look at them. And these are a really beautiful bunch of people to walk alongside and within. And once you get to feel that, and you feel the sincerity and the love that we all have for each other, you'll know you're on the right track. We could speak all night, but that's because I'm so excited.
Yes. So no, I appreciate that. And so you may say, how do I get into this, into the ACT program? How do I get into the private community? First of all, it's complimentary.
Yeah.
And I say only 5 sessions because let's face it, the holidays are here. Yes. I mean, you could say they're coming, but they're here. Halloween kicks that off. 5 sessions is going to go quick. Between now and the end of the year, it's going to go very quickly. So what are the 5 sessions? It's just a place for you to come in, learn what we're doing. The participation for the guests is completely up to you. But to get into that, you just get the 9 questions, as Mandy just talked about. It's a PDF. You'll get an invite into our private community where, gosh, we have some people really sharing your daughter and Michelle, and people are just sharing some great stuff. You post in there a lot. I put specialized videos in there of places that I travel to. I'll create great information that keeps your journey going, keeps your vision, keeps your journey going, helps to stoke you, provoke you, evoke you to move forward, because that's what we want. We want your progress. We want you to move forward.
It's a rich community to belong to.
Look at the sun, Mandy. It's going down now.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. And the rays, the thin rays coming out. That is so beautiful.
The leaves are still there for now. So
yeah. We've got sort of clouds and hints of the sun in the white clouds, but there's a lot of storm clouds, not actually seeing the sun set. But you are there, and that's just that's so just...
let's get the rest of the announcements done for everyone. And we want you to, and by the way, if you want to move forward, you're wrapping up 2021, whether you like it or not. Doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter. 2021, there's limited days left. Fair to say. What do we got? 60 days, 59 days, something like that.
Not many.
It's winding down. Guess what's going to happen January run? The mad rush to create a better year. For most people, is going to happen on January 1. So we're working passionately now to say, enjoy your family, finish out your goals. However, let's carve out some space, start to create a new vision for 2022. Get around better people. I just had a conversation the other day. You know what the conversation was? I need to get around better people.
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
I need to get it, because people are dragging this person down. And sometimes that's what people most need. Like, sometimes that's enough. They get into the ACT program, they get around better people. All of a sudden, it's like there's new distinctions and openings, relationships start to flourish. So that might be, what it is for a lot of you. But
they also start to relax, right? They're not on pins and needles around people. They can relax, bring themselves down, and then start to breathe in all the magnificence that is exuding from everybody in the community. It's so rich. It's so beautiful. Again, I can't recommend it highly enough, because it's almost like magic. And think about January the 1st when it comes, as you just mentioned, people suddenly making New Year's Day, these are going to be my goals for the new year, or try to hold themselves accountable. And 2 to 3 weeks down the road, most of them are forgotten and gone, right? This is here for the long haul. We are not going anywhere. We are staying put, and we are moving forward, or as you like to say, helping people to get free, stay present, and move forward.
The key word is move.
Keep the momentum. Move.
Come on, let's go. We got this going. We're building momentum. We want you to build momentum in your personal life. Better than what was before.
And that's the biggest blessing you could give to anyone, Austin.
So here's what we're going to do. If you're live, or if you're on the playback, you're going to type in the word ACT. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to type in the word ACT. Why are you going to type in the word ACT? Because there's nothing so powerful as a public declaration. When you publicly put yourself out there, even in the chat, you know what you're doing? You're holding yourself accountable. You see, because the community is built on accountability, community, coaching, transformation. So right now, we don't wait. You start now by typing in the word ACT. And that immediately, you're immediately saying, I'm accountable. So let me bring Mandy back on here. That's the whole thing. So Jenna, type in ACT. If you're getting this live, type in the word ACT. And all you're saying is, I want accountability in my life. And I'm telling you, there's something powerful when you step up. And I talked about this with the Ben Franklin episode. People don't realize Ben Franklin met with a group every week. They met with them every single week, called Junto. These guys were accountable for each other. They had tough conversations. Sometimes there's tough conversations that happen in the groups, because if it's all sunshine and rainbows, you know what I mean? That's great. We want to elevate emotions, but we need to embrace what is, and we need to embrace where we come together. That polarity, that contrast creates that pressure, and that pressure creates great things. So we embrace it all. But when you type in ACT, you're saying, I want to be accountable. Here's what you're saying. I want to hold myself accountable. I want better for myself. I want better for my relationships. I want more success. I want to make more money. And you may want to improve your health and wellness. We have you covered, my friend. I'm linked up with Dr. Grant.
On every level.
Mandy's teaches speech, legacy ghostwriter. We have people like Michelle and Jenna in the community working passionately to create a space for you. Okay. So all you need to do is step. And it's complimentary, right?
Step. It's a gift. It's a
gift.
Awesome gift. And it's a gift being given, and it's a gift for you to receive. So you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And you just mentioned one other thing that we've got to mention. You talked about relationships, and we just want to highlight that you've done part 1 and part 2. And we had Jim Hetherington and Haley. I forget her last name. I apologize for that. Patry, that was it. I got Patrice for some reason. Patry, Haley. So
I just shared that video, Mandy. I just shared it for everybody.
Perfect. So it's there to be seen. So relationships, every topic applicable to us as human beings in growing, moving forward, enhancing our life in whatever shape that takes. That's what we're all here to do. And that's what we want you to take part of with us and see for yourself that you have an amazing complementary opportunity to take that first step. I've got goosebumps. One tiny step to say, I deserve this. I'm going to try this community out. You will not be disappointed. I kid you not. I don't know where Austin's just gone, but this is an amazing opportunity to become a part of. It's this, where are we? This Thursday at 7 p.m. Gosh.
What time is it? Where are we? Now, we're having some fun. This Thursday at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a live call.
Yes.
And gosh, I wish I could bring someone else on here to talk about. Mandy, what do you think about the live call? Because right now, what we're doing is, I just tell people what we're doing. We kept it open because we're building it. So we really want you to step in and say, is this a valuable place? I mean, we've already gotten great feedback from people that have really loved and respected and felt comfortable, and they feel like they're growing in the space.
Yes.
But maybe it's missing you. Maybe it's missing you to step into this community and help us build it, because there's always a version 1. We've been going through version 1 here, and it might be a perfect fit for you, but you got to try it out in order to see if that's true.
You won't know till you take that first step in and test the water.
Yes.
You won't know whether the water is warm or cold until you step into it, right?
Yep. And I want to just again say hello to Jenna, Michelle, and I'm not sure who else is on.
Hi, Michelle. I'm sorry I can't see the comments.
That's okay. But so, Mandy, let's move on. So we got the relationships. I posted that video. That was Jim Hetherington, Haley Patry. So we got that. I say, how many gifts do we need to give you before you say, yes, I want to be a part of this?
Well, exactly, because there's another gift coming down the road. And this is kind of the final on my list. But we talked about the 1 hour show on Friday.
Oh, yes.
And you were telling us earlier that you have the opportunity to do a second show, like 2 shows a week, if I understood you correctly. Is that right?
Yes, Mandy. So what we're doing is, again, we your feedback is valuable.
Yeah.
We might launch a relationship show.
Yeah.
We need your feedback. So again, live playback. Should we do launch a show on relationships? Would you want to play in that space with us? That's the question.
Yeah. So there's not just another opportunity, but more of the content being poured out in another 1 hour potential TV show every week. So think about that. If that happens, when that happens, you've got gratitude at 8 o'clock in the morning every day throughout the month of November.
Gratitude every day throughout the month of November. And then we have the show right now, Flashpoint Friday, every Friday at 12 noon. That's going to be 1 hour show. And I'm hoping to kick that off this Friday with Dr. Grant. And you see here, this is real, like we have connections, but we keep moving forward. So yes, so let's get into and let's close this out. Maybe the next couple, maybe 3 minutes. We're getting close, 9 minutes away from the top of the hour. So we'll close out at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
And before you go on, Mandy, I just want the listener, I want you to think about what you need. Just for a moment. Let's just pause. What do you need? What do you most need right now?
Me?
What is it that you most need? I'm talking to the listener.
Okay.
Because I realize people are going to get this. What do you most need? Are you taking steps toward that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking a step toward what you most need? What we're doing here is we're simply providing you with more options. That's it. And the more I learn about this space, the more I immerse myself in this space and I work with people, I've understood that the more options you have, the better you're going to feel. Now, if you start getting into like thousands of options, you could get overwhelmed. But for many of you, you have options that you're not taking action on for whatever reason. But what I want to do tonight is strike a chord with someone who says it's time, someone who says, I know there's more for me, someone who's saying, I know I need to improve my peer group if I'm ever going to improve my life. Because if you look, that's one of the key areas that people don't change that can hold them back. So I'm not one of these people who's going to start telling you to cut people out of your life. That may be applicable for some of you, and that might be a deeper conversation. But what you can always do is seek out a new peer group, new relationships that are going to foster your growth as an individual. And that's what we're working passionately to create. Is this for everybody? No. Is it going to be for many of you? Yes. And here's, Mandy, I want to share this. Here's who it's typically for. This group is for someone who is really looking to grow and they're real close. Like they've gotten a lot of the tools, they've done a lot of the programs, but maybe it's just not meshing and they're close. This is a great fit. It's also a great fit for somebody who's maybe like feeling a lot of like angst, like they're feeling like they're 1,000 miles away. Yeah. They're looking for more clarity and direction in their life. And this could be somebody like a 20-something. It could be a 30, 40. It doesn't matter, because when you talk about reinventing one's life, that can happen at any stage in life. I've worked with people who've spent decades working in the wrong field, being in the wrong relationship. And now they're suddenly out here trying to figure things out for the first time. And it's almost like they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. So we have a lot of tools that I'm not even going to get into, though. We're creating a clarity questionnaire. We have a whole test that we take people through to help them understand, maybe get reconnected with their top skills again. So there's a lot of stuff behind the curtain that we're working on, but it can only happen if you say, yes, this is me, this is an option for me, and yes, I'm going to take a step, because I don't know, I like the way Mandy talks. Austin just seems to be on here all the time. I've met some other people in the community. I've listened. I've been trying to do it myself, and it's not working, right? I'm a solopreneur. I'm trying to do it myself, and it's just not working. So this could be for a lot of different people groups that could benefit from this, because the one thing we focus on is accountability more than anything. So Mandy, that's my little couple minute speech. We got about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to turn it back over to you before we close.
Yeah, no, that was a great recap and a great motivation for why a person would join our community. And whilst we were going through all of this, it actually reminded me of the Indiana Jones movie. I forget which one. It might have been
like the Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Temple of Doom.
Lost Ark. That was it.
I love that movie. Oh, it's a great movie.
Yes. Do you remember when he had to take the leap of faith and step out before the bridge came across?
Yes.
Now that has stuck with me my whole life since I first saw it.
Wow.
Because that is what it means when I ask you, or when Austin asks you, are you going to take that step forward?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
don't take the step forward, the roadway to success will not appear. Think about that. If you are not prepared
Wow.
to take that one small step forward with your life, your own personal choice, if you don't take that one step forward, that roadway to your success, your desires coming to fruition, whatever it is, your goals, that roadway will never appear. You have to take the action. And to come into a community of people that have already started to build this, proven it with a track record, etc., the transparency, the honesty, the sincerity, the desire to help you to move forward, you will never know. You will never know till you step in. So I'm urging you to step in. And I'll finish with one more thing.
Yes.
I use this as an illustration all the time too. If you look at just the human body, I've got a hand, I've got a nose, I've got a head, I've got shoulders, I've got a body, arms, I can move, right? If someone were to say to you, oh, you don't need a foot, let's chop it off, what would you say? Well, no, I need,
You're crazy.
yeah, are you crazy? I need 2 feet to walk.
Yes.
Well, mind, the foot can't say to the brain, shall we say, I have no need of you. Well, yeah, you're crazy too, because the brain causes all the connections through the body. The body operates as a whole, but each has a different service to the body. I can hold things with my hand. I can drink something with my hand. I can walk and run with my feet. Every part, every cell, every tissue, every organ of the body contributes to the whole. And this is a diverse community where every single member brings something so rich and valuable to the table that it causes us to work as a wholesome body, a beautiful unit. Come and take the 9 questions.
Yeah. And I want to say another thing here as we get close to closing is that there's an old African proverb that says, do you know what it says, Mandy?
No, I'm letting you do it.
Okay. It says it takes a village to raise a child, that you've heard that before. But I've always believed that that never goes away.
No.
It takes a village to continue to grow, to continue to be a healthy adult. And it's interesting. I shared a video yesterday. I was out here in Haddonfield, local community, and I just got I got like a buzz. I literally got a buzz because I'm walking down, and I'm not a big Halloween fan, to be honest. It's I could take it or leave it. But what I got really excited about is just people out in commune, having a good time, getting together as a community. And I got chills because isn't that what it's about? It's about being together as a community. And that doesn't mean, your local community may not suit you, but that's the beautiful thing about being virtual is that we can have a virtual community. We can create a global, which we have, it's what we're doing. It's a global virtual community. And here's the great news. We're going to get together at some point again in the future in physical. We're going to hug each other. We're going to have deep I love deep conversations because to me, that's where change happens. We can stay on the surface. How's the weather? But I want to go deep with you because I want to uncover the gold in you. I want to go deep. I want to see what's in there that you've been just allowing to sit. You're not bringing it out because there's layers of stuff and you're just focusing on the stuff and you're not focusing on the gold that is within inside of you, the genius, the brilliance, the beauty, the brawn, all of the gifts that lay dormant because of some other stigma or because you were told you had to live a certain way, be a certain way. And maybe this is like, wow, the blinders are off and I'm moving out for the first time to really create something unique. So that's what we're doing here at 6 o'clock. Mandy, last final thoughts, and we're going to say goodnight. We're going to see you tomorrow morning, by the way. So it's good news. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll be back at 8 o'clock. So the reason it takes a village to raise a community is because they hold each other accountable. And that's what this community is doing. And just on the gold side of it, I think of a diamond. A diamond is multifaceted, and every side, every facet has to be polished until the whole diamond shines. And that's what this community will help you to do. Polish each individual facet till the beauty that's inside of you comes forth and shines for the whole world to benefit from. This has been great. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Thank you so much, Mandy. God bless everyone. Join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll be back with the gratitude challenge.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Bye for now, everyone. Blessings.
Bye.